Alright, welcome back to the final part of my Tomb Raider Let's Play. The actual final part. So, I'm gonna go into Lara's home. Gonna do exactly the same as I did in Tomb Raider 1 and 2, where I sort of recap the game as a whole and, you know, kind of tell you what I think about it, well, what I thought about it. So, yeah, so I've wrote a bunch of notes down on my phone, bear with. There we go. Yeah, it's annoying. I've kind of got my phone stood up, but it keeps going on standby. I don't know how to switch that off. But yeah, finally back. It's been... How long has it been since I started this? It was... I think it was last February, I think. Yeah, last February. I'm just checking now. But yeah, I think I was quicker with this one than Tomb Raider 2, I think. Yeah, I'll have to double check that. But yeah, it's been over a year since I started this Let's Play, and it kind of feels like I was playing it forever, but... Yeah, I just can't believe I'm actually done with this. Yeah, I mean, it was a tough ride, I'll tell you that much. Right, so before I get into anything, I actually just remembered I forgot to recap the secrets from the Lost City of Tinos. So I'm just having a look at that now. Alright, there is one secret I did research back then. It was kind of a ridiculous one. So do you remember in that platforming room with the flaming torches? And I pulled that lever that opened up the door which had the save crystal in it. So turns out that wasn't actually in that room. Now, the ridiculous thing about this secret, no way I would have gotten it. Guess what? You had to rush from there all the way back to... Do you remember where the bridge was, where the enemies were? Where those other flaming torches were? So you had to go below that bridge, and the secret door is there, but the kicker is... It's timed, and you have to rush all the way back there from that platforming room. I was wondering where that door was. I mean, there's no way I could have got that on my first try, so... Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but the other secret I missed, I'm just looking at that, so... That's in the quicksand room, and you have to jump on a bunch of platforms, crawl into a hole. Okay. Bear with, I'm just looking at the video, so... Okay, there's a lever. And a medipack. Oh, what does the lever do? Oh, where's that? There's like a platform that's just dropped down. Let me just skip ahead. Oh, it dropped a block. In that, do you know that room where I saw that ladder but we couldn't reach it? It's near the bridge bit with those flaming things that go left and right. So that lever in the quicksand room dropped the block. And there's another room with a flaming thing. Thanks, Core Design, for putting that in a secret. I definitely would have got burnt from that if I discovered this, but... I was just going to that other secret with the time thing. So, yeah, those were the secrets in Lost City of Tinos. I mean, it was too dark in the quicksand room, so I couldn't actually see that. Anyway, back to what I was doing. So, just gonna wander around while I actually talk about this. This is actually
back to my humble abode. Feel free to take a look.
Oh, thanks, Lara. We'll take a look around because there's actually more secrets in this mansion that I didn't actually get to find out the first time around. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna wander around. Not go into the fire like I stupidly did in the beginning, if you remember. Yeah, just have a wander around like I did in my Tomb Raider 2 and 1 Let's Play video of this. And, yeah, just sort of like reflect on what I thought about Tomb Raider 3. Right, I'll open that door because there is a secret in this mansion. I think it interconnects with that attic, and I think... If you go to the bookcase over here, you can actually pull a book. Yes, alright, that's... I've done this in my other recording, but I thought it was a bit of a mess commentary-wise and I didn't have any notes, so... Oh yeah, I did pick up flares in that closet, didn't I? Yeah, it was a bit of a mess and I thought I could have just done better and do this game a bit more justice. Right. So, notes. Let's go. So, Tomb Raider 3, what did I think? Now, This has been the most difficult, frustrating in a good way, but I'll get to that. The most difficult, challenging, also frustrating game I've done on this channel yet. Like, this has been the most brutal one that I've done so far. But in a way, I do feel achieved that I managed to get through this from beginning to end without looking at a guide, apart from that one time I did in the RX Tech Mine levels, but I was literally pulling my hair out, flipping, trying to find that crowbar. Was it a crowbar? Yeah, it was a crowbar. Because I couldn't see it on that bridge. That was the only time I looked at a guide. So, what was this block for? From what I remember, this leads to the attic bit. You get to... Oh, yeah, you pull the lever and you end up... Do you remember that room in Tomb Raider 2 with all the gold and that statue from Tomb Raider 1? The basement. Well... Oh, just say my microphone, sorry. Well, that has gone through a big renovation. Right. Shit. Better rush through that. Right, so... Oh. No, I thought I got lost now. Should probably get another flare out. They really don't last long, these flares, do they? But yeah, this game has been a step up in difficulty compared to... Oh, hey, Winston. This game has been a big step up in difficulty compared to Tomb Raider. Right, I needed to be a bit faster with that. Okay, not to worry. This game has been a big step up in difficulty compared to Tomb Raider 2, and I thought of that of Tomb Raider 2 compared to Tomb Raider 1.
If you want to look around, press and hold the look button.
Thanks, Lara.
Then press in the direction you want to
I know, I played the game. You're going to be in my way, so I might have to lock you in the freezer. I know I've just I've locked him in there in the beginning of the Let's Play and kept him in there for over a year, so maybe I should cut him some slack. Actually, no, I can just go back up the attic way, can't I? Sorry, I'm getting too distracted. I'm trying to reopen my notes again. Yeah. But yeah, I beat it. Big step up in difficulty, and I managed to beat it despite the save crystal system working against me. Like, I pretty much used all of it, but when I looked at other Let's Plays, everyone just managed to get through it while having like 20 save crystals left. And I was like, how the hell? I mean, I guess this is my first time playthrough, so it's a bit understandable. Alright, let's... Oh shit, I think I've fucked this up already. Right. Oh, out of the way. I didn't even know he could come up here. Alright. Just cut the corners. There we go, made it. Some more flares down there. Alright, bear with. So yeah, the aim of this video, just like my previous Tomb Raider Let's Plays, I'm going to break this down into several points that I'm going to make. So, what I thought about the game, which I kind of just touched into already. Strengths and weaknesses, like criticisms, what I liked about the game, my favourite and least favourite level of the game, and a bit of the story as well. So, right. Yeah. It was dark then. I think, yeah, this shocked me when I first saw it. Like, she's turned the place into like a giant aquarium. Like, how the hell do you make this in the time between Tomb Raider 2 and 3? I mean, I know she's got a lot of money and stuff, but wow. I'd be more worried, like, yeah, it's a relaxing spa, but I'd be more worried about the glass breaking. Like, what if that happens? Yeah. It's pretty cool, though. I do like this. Alright, now there is a key in there I need to get. We've got to pull the block a bit outwards, I think. Yeah. Alright. So, what I liked about the game. So, obviously, I like how this game sort of like really challenged me, and it was, like I said, a massive step up in difficulty compared to Tomb Raider 1 and 2. And I feel like this game really tested me and pushed me to the limits on some parts. I do like how the levels were a lot more expansive and a lot more complex compared to the previous games. And that made for some like really interesting like exploration, even though it was frustrating at times, like looking at you, Ludsgate, RX Tech Mines. Wait, where am I climbing to? Oh, I'm climbing to there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that being said, there was a lot of frustrating levels where it wasn't too obvious where you needed to go. But I do like the sort of like non-linear style levels in the Tomb Raider games. That's why I like levels like Barkham Monastery from Tomb Raider 2. Right, so that key, I believe, goes to the quad bike area from outside. Yeah, we'll take a look at that in a bit. Okay. It's quite cool though. Like, can you actually make an aquarium like this in real life? Like, can you actually have it in your basement? Like, can someone actually confirm to me? Because this is actually pretty cool. Yeah. One sec. Yeah, sorry about that. I just went to get some more water. Yeah, I've got a bit of the pollen today, so my nose is a bit stuffy and my eyes are a bit watery as well. It's the 9th of April and yeah, the weather's massively improved. Yeah, it's a lot sunnier outside, but I heard it's going to rain next week, so yeah, we got a bit of good weather, then a bit of, well, a week worth of rain. I mean, it's typically how it works in the UK. That's the UK weather for you. Right, what was I saying? But yeah, I mean, I've been out for walks and stuff, like to the park, and yeah, it's been a good vibe. Nice and sunny, people out. Yeah, kind of missed it after a bloody freezing cold it's been. Right. So yeah, back to what I liked about the game. So I think one of the features of this game that I really, really liked is the sort of
Those of you who've been here before may notice the new decor. What do you think?
Yeah,
Well,
I've been here before.
Let's do some exercises.
Yeah, thanks, Lara.
We should do them in
I've already played through the game. I don't need to do it. Right. Now there is a secret around here as well. Yeah, but I liked how this game had a bit of a non-linear sort of like feature in terms of the levels, whereby you're able to choose which sections that you want to start with after India, which is something I actually really appreciate. I really like that feature, how you get to sort of like choose where you go, and I think that just makes it a lot more, like it makes it have more replay value. Like, I mean, obviously there's the whole thing of like starting Nevada first, otherwise you'll lose all your weapons, but I think that got rectified in the remaster. So they've done it where you can choose Nevada last, and I think you do get all your weapons and ammo back. I was always meaning to double check that. Right, so this door over there is timed. There's some pretty cool stuff in here as well, actually. Oh, I just barely made that. Tried to do like a sprint roll as well. Alright, let's try that again. But yeah, that's what I really liked about the game, where you get to choose where you want to go. Which is a feature where... Oh, Winston, you're in the way! Look at that! Oh, okay, that's it. Sorry, I'm going to have to put you in the freezer, because you're going to be the... Yeah, don't complain. You're going to be a bane of my existence. I'm really... I just got a message. I haven't really looked at this. Does this play the Venice Violins? Plays that Tomb Raider track that plays a bit too much. Well, good to see you finally got a dining area. Yeah, a lot of renovations in this place. Alright, come on Winston. Let's do your daily freezer locking thing. No, where's he going now? So this is the perfect music for this as well. Yeah, so like, I'm just trying to solve some puzzles and you're just getting in the way, I mean... Come on. Alright, in you get. I feel kind of bad because I did leave him in this freezer for the whole Let's Play. But so I'll let him out. I'll let him out at the end. If you will remind me to. Yeah, I like how Winston's like, yeah, he knows the drill. Alright. Alley-oop. That was always scary, you know, when as a kid when you're trying to do this and you try to lock the freezer before he comes out. Alright, what was I saying? But yeah, being able to choose which section you want to start off with after India, I think is a really, really cool feature they've introduced in this. The movesets in this game, like the sprinting and the rolling in, like while you're... I have to be really quick on that. Yeah, all the new movesets, like the monkey bars, the sprinting, and how it's like utilised in the levels, I really, really liked as well. Right, let's try. Oh, that's ridiculous. I think I have to roll right at the end. I've managed it the first time. Can't actually replicate it now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I did mention in my last part, I did get a new microphone. I haven't had a chance to properly look... there we go. No, I mean, I did have a listen back to it, and I think the quality is a lot better. Yeah, so I can't wait to utilise that some more. So I don't know what that is. That's... She's got everything like floating... I don't know how she's doing that, but this is pretty cool. So this is the dagger from Tomb Raider 2, the dagger of Xi'an, I think it's called. So yeah, if I can just angle the camera, there we go. Got the dragon's head and everything. So that's a cool callback to Tomb Raider 2, a bit of continuity. This thing, at first I thought that was the artifact from Tomb Raider 1. I'm not sure if it is. It could be. It looks a bit different. Can't remember what that was. But yeah, this is a pretty cool room. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it, really. Don't think there really is anything else here. Nice fireplace. I mean, probably shouldn't get too close. Right. Oh, just a bit of a bug, this. Yeah, I pressed it the first time and it didn't want to open. Right, back to my notes. But yeah, the new movesets in this game is called the crouching, sprinting, and the rolling while sprinting. Another thing I liked about this game, which I think did really, really well, is the atmosphere. Like, the atmosphere in this game was amazing. Like, all the levels as well. London in particular, I actually quite liked the atmosphere in the London levels. Especially like Thames Wharf and like with the sound effects it had going on, the train you can hear in the background, the wind, which is actually quite accurate to London in a way. So you can hear those sound effects in real life. So the atmosphere, I thought they did really, really well with that. And the jungle atmosphere in India, the South Pacific, the RX, even the RX Tech Mines, which is a level I don't really like, even that had a good atmosphere. Antarctica with the mutants, I mean, the build-up. Like, the atmosphere here is just like, for a PS1 game, and they managed to pull this off, and I think that's amazing. Right, so this is going to be the key I found from the tank. So it's a racetrack key from the quad bike, but I'm not really going to... I don't know, should I give it a go? Should I give it a try?
I like the look of this.
Yeah, go on, let's give it a go. Why not?
Walk up to the vehicle and press
Yeah, no, Lara played the game already.
Let's go as fast as we can.
I hope I don't die in this bit if it's possible. Yeah, this is what I should have done in my first part, because I really struggled with the quad bike, I think, when I first got to it. Whoa. Right, I thought I was gonna... I was thinking of that vehicle from Tomb Raider 2, the snow sledge, where it sort of like exploded upon impact when you're like dropping from a certain height. This is really cool though. I put Mario Kart music, but obviously I'm going to get a copyright strike if I do that. Don't know if that was a good time or not, but... Oh man, they should have put... Can I get off? They should have put online leaderboards in the remaster. That would have been cool. Right. Should probably try the assault course again, actually. Right. But yeah, the atmosphere in this game is fantastic. The lighting, the mood, sets the mood of the game. Like, the lighting was a lot more improved in this game compared to Tomb Raider 2. It was a lot more vibrant. A lot of dark areas, but again, atmosphere. Like, this game just reeked of atmosphere, and I really appreciate this game for that. Right, the criticisms. Right, because I've got quite a bit to say about this game. Like, I don't despise the game, but there was a few things I didn't like. Right.
Let's see how quickly the assault course can be completed. Are you ready?
Yeah, just a minute. Let me just adjust my notes. So, the difficulty, while I did appreciate some of it was challenging, quite a bit of it was very trial and error-y, which I didn't like that much. Like, there's been instances where like levels are very like trigger happy with their instant death traps, and like the boulders in Temple Ruins, I think on the top of my head I can think of, and the RX Tech mines as well with their mine carts and instant death stuff. It was frustrating, and I kind of showed that in my recordings as well, which I kind of regret, but I guess it makes for good content, me getting angry and frustrated and stuff. But yeah, it was very trial and error-ish, and it kind of, with the save crystal system, it just worked against you in a way, because you have to sort of be careful where you save. Which brings me on to the save crystal system. Save crystal system sucked. Like, it would have been better if, you know, we actually had the save anywhere feature from Tomb Raider 2. And this is actually a criticism of the PS1 version, not so much the game itself, because the remastered version kind of rectifies all this anyway. Oh, I've lost my notes again. And I'm already mucking up the assault course. I'll try again, don't worry. Can I reset? Yeah, I can, thanks. Should have took note of my previous time. I could have seen if I could try and beat it. But yeah, some of the criticisms rectified in the remaster, but the whole trial and error thing is still kind of stands. But again, the pros outweigh the negatives for me, and I did like how this game tested me as well, and I'm glad I got it all on recording as well, so it's something I can actually look back to. But I do consider this game like an achievement of mine. And I'm glad I did it. This game has been a joy from beginning to end. Like, what a journey this game has been, man. Right. Oh, next criticism. So, the lack of tombs. Yeah. I think where this game really shined, in some cases, where when we had levels where tombs did show up, like Temple Ruins and Lost City of Tinos, I think that's where the game was strong. Like, I really enjoyed Temple Ruins, and I really enjoyed the Lost City of Tinos and the whole tomb aesthetic and stuff. And I think I would love to have seen more of that, really. Like, even like the South Pacific sections, I would have wanted to see more of that. More like, it suits Tomb Raider more to have like levels like that, where it's set in tombs and jungles and those kind of areas. So I would love to have seen more than that, and maybe have less urban, more technical levels, if you get what I'm saying. Even all that wasn't... Even like the non-tomb levels, some of them were actually pretty good, so... But you get where I'm coming from, where... I don't know, I kind of prefer just being in like tombs and stuff. Alright. I don't know how I'm doing for time, but... Isn't there a bit where we have to sprint towards the end as well? I think so. It's changed kind of. I'm literally doing this assault course while I'm looking at my notes. I don't know how I'm managing that. Oh yeah, you had to crawl under here and get the guns. Oh yeah, it's a shooting range bit, isn't it? Alright, why not? Oh, but wait, but Butler's in the freezer, isn't he? So how are we gonna... Hey, how did you get out? Sorry, I mean, how did he get out of the freezer? Nah, I think like after all this time, he's probably. I reckon that was a better time. I think. Should probably do a picture-in-picture for comparison. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, how the hell did you get out of the freezer? Unless there's two of you. Oh. Yeah, weird. Anyway, back to the notes. Right. I think we covered most of the mansion, really. Yeah. Oh, if anyone doesn't know, there was actually a glitch where you get to go on top of the mansion, and that's by using the corner bug. I mean, I won't display that now, but... Or should I? Could do. Yeah, you sort of go like this. I think you should... Oh, obviously it's not working now because I'm recording, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is a pretty common bug that's in Tomb Raider, and some actually have trophies in the remaster if you do this. Like that one in Tomb Raider 2. Sorry, no, Tomb Raider 1. I think it was in that Palace Midas level with that medikit that you couldn't reach. But yeah, this when I actually discovered this when I was a kid, when looked up on the internet and found out you can do this, and you can actually go beyond, but you do hit an invisible wall. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I shouldn't be doing this, but oh god, I think I've just... Hang on. I want to try and safely get back down because I actually wanted to end this in the swimming pool area. Ah, crap. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Right, next section of my notes. Right. Favourite and least favourite level. So, I did have a good think about this, and I haven't got a definite favourite level, but I've got like two on the top of my head that I can think of that I really, really liked. So that'll be Temple Ruins and Aldwych from the London section. So Temple Ruins from India, and oh, nearly dropped my phone, just literally caught it. Yeah, so Temple Ruins from India, Aldwych from London. Temple Ruins, obviously, it's like a tomb level, and I really liked how, admittedly, it was a big spike in difficulty, but again, that's where I felt the brute force of Tomb Raider 3's difficulty. So I really enjoyed that upon replaying it as well. Aldwych, I really enjoyed Aldwich's level design, atmosphere. Aldwych actually gets a really bad rep as well, and I don't actually understand why. Because I actually really enjoyed the level design in that one, but yeah, it gets a bad rep. Like I know, like London's the least popular amongst fans of this game, but I mean, I didn't mind them as such. Only one I didn't like was Lud's Gate. But I thought Thames Wharf was really confusing, but I did really enjoy that one for the atmosphere and stuff. But yeah, admittedly, as a first time playthrough, that level can be really confusing. But yeah, those are the two levels that I really liked in this game. Now, least favourite level, I think I've already said this 100 times. Lud's Gate and RX Tech Mines. Like, both were just frustrating to play. Very, very trial and error. Lud's Gate just had that really awful section with the the underwater bit. And obviously RX Tech mine cuts. And that icy water bit towards the end was really nasty as well. I haven't really had a chance to really replay RX Tech Mines on the remaster, but maybe I'll like it better with the save anywhere feature as well. Yeah, pretty much it. The story in this game, the story I felt was a bit harder to follow in this one, but you sort of get to grips with the story towards the end. Like the whole twist with Dr. Willard and him using the artifacts to turn people into mutants, turn himself into that monstrosity. Some really twisted things. So I guess the story was alright. I didn't really care for it that much. Like, I don't really play this game for the story, or any of these games for the story that much, but it's a good bonus, I guess. I think I should mention... I'll tell you what, because we're at the end of Tomb Raider 3 now, I think I should mention my favourite levels throughout the franchise so far. So, Tomb Raider 1, obviously... hey, Winston. Hang on a minute, hold on, let me just check something. I did lock him in the freezer, but has he despawned from the freezer? Actually, I'll keep talking while I do this. Now, favourite level from Tomb Raider 1...
I don't actually run everywhere. When I want to be careful, I walk.
Thanks, Lara. Yeah, favourite level is tied between Palace Midas and the St. Francis Folly. Like, the Greece levels are probably my favourite in that game. So those are the two levels I really liked. Like, Palace Midas was another one that tested me back in the day. It was oh yeah, he's not in here. He literally teleported out. Oh, and he's got Winston's a wizard. What do you know? So yeah, Palace Midas tested me back when I first played it, and that's where Tomb Raider 1 got really complex. So I like those two levels. Tomb Raider 2... Barkham Monastery and Temple of Xi'an easily. Those two are my top favourite levels. I think my top level between the two kind of switches back and forth depending on my mood, but those two levels were my favourite in that game. Barkham Monastery had some really good ideas in it, like non-linear, good exploration. Temple of Xi'an, challenging, put me to the test also, so I really appreciate it for that. So those were my favourite levels from Tomb Raider 1 and 2. The Tibet section and the China sections in Tomb Raider 2 are definitely my favourites. So yeah, Temple of Xi'an, Barkham Monastery are the honourable mentions for me. Right, so I thought I should end this how I ended Tomb Raider 1 and 2. Always in the swimming pool, I've noticed. So may as well just keep up the tradition, eh? So I'm just going to quickly mention my plans for this channel. So after done with Tomb Raider 3, which is now, I really need to go back and finish Resident Evil HD, because I've really left that running for so long, it's ridiculous. Because I want to finish that and then move on to Resident Evil 3. And obviously I've got Rayman to finish off. That's a Let's Play I've started recently, so I can get back into that. It's an easy game to get into. Is he just going to keep wandering around? Yeah, I guess so. Is he just grunting as well? But yeah, I was planning, I'm going to have a test with this. I'm going to get into doing some live streaming. I know I've said that for so long now, but again, I'm just trying to find the time to do it, because I prefer just making videos and live streams when nobody's at home and stuff, and that's probably that's the reason why I take so long with the uploads. It's just, yeah, because of the situation, sort of like not liking to record when other people are around, because I get way less confident in that case, and everyone's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, do I have to explain it? It's all good though, but yeah, live streaming, that's something I wanted to divulge into, like properly, so I'm going to have to set that up. I've got a few games in mind, like I'm not going to spoil it, but I bought a particular game that I was actually inspired by one of my subscribers who I watch, Ben. He does live streams, which I do pop in every now and again, and yeah, I really enjoyed him. He does games that I've never heard of, like The Long Dark. I've been playing The Long Dark as well. Okay, that's one game I'll mention I might do in future. So like games like that, like bigger games like Dark Souls and stuff I want to live stream. So yeah, I can't wait to get into that. I'll try and find the time to do it. But I kind of just wanted to get my old Let's Plays out of the way. So I'll focus on Resident Evil HD, focus on Rayman, and I told you my plans for Tomb Raider, where I'm going to do the Tomb Raider 1 and 2 expansions. That'll be Unfinished Business and the Golden Mask. And I might, yeah, I'll do Tomb Raider 3's expansion as well. Yeah. So that's my plans for the channel. But yeah, that's all I got to say really. That's, yeah. Tomb Raider 3, like, honestly, thanks to anyone who's watched me from beginning to end, like, watch all these parts, like, that's a lot to get into, sink your teeth into. And all the frustrations and stuff I put in this game, but you know what? I've got to give it to Core Design. They've made a solid game. I've enjoyed this from beginning to end. I'm replaying this at the moment on the remastered version. I'm going to try and get the Platinum Trophy, but honestly, what a ride this has been. What a joy it's been from beginning to end. Frustrating sometimes, but we did it. I did it. We all did it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this, if you have watched from beginning to end, because I really, really appreciate that. But enough of me waffling on, because I'm going into like 40 minutes now. But yeah. So, that's the Tomb Raider 3 era journey done. Just can't believe I'm finally at the end. So, yeah, it's been an honour playing this game. It's been absolutely fantastic. And obviously, the Tomb Raider journey is not over yet, because we've got more to do, more games. Tomb Raider 4, the expansions. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here. So, honestly, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next Let's Play. And I'll see you on the next Tomb Raider. So, take care for now, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.